Feeling very lucky today. When I woke up this morning, I remembered to breathe. It's something that I quite often forget to do, and I feel a lot brighter as a result today. Doing conscious breathing. It's surprising, really, because I've done yoga since I was a young teenager, and yet the one thing that I've got into a bad habit of is holding my breath. I think because I went through many years of stress, and I haven't yet quite released everything that I experienced during those years. So just recently, I work a lot with plants, and normally I'm not allergic to anything. However, um, the last 2 weeks, I've developed an all-over rash, which has been very itchy, and I believe it's urticaria or hives. And I I did take a few very weak antihistamines when it was very severe, which did help. However, I really don't like taking drugs where I can possibly avoid. But I did feel I needed something, and as my, the homeopath I would normally consult is obviously in lockdown, so I looked online and self-diagnosed as best I could and found quite a few remedies that might be suitable. And so I've started self-medicating a few days ago, and certainly things are starting to get better. However, the thing that interests me is why I should suddenly get an allergy to plants, as I'm working with a great deal of love and passion from my heart for these plants and growing food for the community that we have here in Suffolk, and doing it really with a great deal of joy. And it's interesting that I'm getting this reaction. So I've started to consider what might have caused it and whether it's something that I've suppressed from the past, because I've had skin problems quite frequently throughout my life. Although been blessed with a very lovely skin mostly, from time to time my skin erupts, and I'm thinking that there must be some deep issues that I'm holding on to that are coming to the surface. Well, I'm hoping that's true. And so I've signed up for a 21-day online retreat because I have been very busy during lockdown, unlike a lot of people. And I think this will be really good for me to spend a bit more time looking inward and being quiet within myself to see if I can resolve this issue. And I certainly think remembering to breathe is a big part of that, and to remember to really love myself. And if I don't look after myself and love myself, then how can I be loving towards others? So it would be very interesting to see um, if other people are going through these sort of physical things, which I'm sure there are, um, and for different reasons, of course, as well. And I think it's always very useful to talk about these things and get them out in the open, particularly now when many people are afraid to go near a hospital or a doctor. Maybe it's the time for a deeper sharing of things that maybe bother us, that just can lie under the surface or get deeply buried in our lives.